Hi everyone, so I'm going to be telling you all my 50 things that I hate, and I have seen this video going around on YouTube, so I thought I'll share all the 50 things that I hate in this video. So maybe you probably might agree to it, or you might not, but you might do. But please don't get offended to what I might have mentioned that you might get offended from. But this is my opinion of everything of what I hate. So if you don't want to see this video at all, it might offend you, then exit out this video right now. But if you still want to watch this, then continue watching. And yeah, so now I'll share it with you with all the 50 things that I hate. Violence. I cannot stand violence whatsoever, especially when it's on TV. I just cannot watch it. Panic attacks, because that really sucks when that happens. Stood on the plug, because that just kills like a bitch. Being cancelled at the last minute, that just really bloody bugs me so much when people do that, especially when it's like half an hour or an hour due to the time you're supposed to meet up and they don't have a great excuse to come up with. Health I can accept, and I can accept, but if it's something stupid because oh it's raining, oh it's cold, so what? Just put something warm or bring an umbrella. No point in making an excuse out of it, so you know what I mean? But the worst one is when they don't tell you anything at all. They ignore you and they don't message you to see if it's still on or anything. They just don't even bother to reply to you. And that is what really bugs me, is that we are supposed to meet up, but it's not happening, and they just ignore you and then they don't tell you anything at all. And then sooner or later they do message you back saying, oh sorry, I only just saw your text, or like they just don't say anything back at all. And that's what really bugs me. I don't know if that bugs you, but that really bugs me. Marmite, you gotta love it or you gotta hate it. It's coffee. I cannot stand the smell of coffee. It makes me gag. Pins and needles. Oh my god. Movies. I cannot watch horrors or thrillers because that just gives me nightmares. It's mushrooms. I cannot stand mushrooms whatsoever. I always say I'm allergic to mushrooms, even though I'm not. I just say that I'm allergic to it. People that stare who are like at you, and when people do stare at me, then I get really insecure because they are looking at me, staring at me because I look different because of my disability. So I get really iffy and a little bit anxious as well because they stare at me thinking, like, oh, who is this freak? Because, you know, I look different and that. So that's one of my insecurities, when people do stare at me, because I always think they're just thinking something, that they look at me because I look different. So yeah, but I just hate when people who stare full stop. Cigarettes. I can't stand the smell of cigarettes or people who smoke. So sorry to offend you if you're a smoker, but I cannot stand it because it's horrible. Onion, especially when you're chopping the onion and your eyes are streaming and it's killing you. Oh, I hate that. Heights, because I have a really bad phobia of heights because of my anxiety. It's mosquitoes, because I am allergic to mosquito bites, so that really sucks when that happens, like when I get bitten. When someone breaks a promise, being anxious, stressed and worried, because that's the worst feeling ever. It's being ignored, something that you can't find, and then in the end you do find it, but it's really annoying when you have something in your hand, you put it down somewhere, and then the next minute it disappears out of thin air. So yeah, losing something. When no one believes you. Phlegm, when people make that sound and they spit the phlegm out, it's disgusting. It makes me feel sick. And I experienced that like on the bus. Someone was doing that, clearing their throat and spit out the phlegm in a plastic bag. Oh my god, I had to just get up and move because that was disgusting. I thought I was going to be sick. Service calls, because you always know when you have a service call, because they always have that long pause and they say hi, how are you, sort of thing, and blah blah blah. But you already know that, but I just hang up and like, okay, bye. Security check, you know when you're at the airport, you go through the security check and they go through your bags. That is just really annoying when that happens, because they try to search something that they can't even find, and they take everything out your bag and like it's all displayed, and it's really annoying when that happens, especially like when they have to search you, like, you know, all your body. It's it's annoying and it's really uncomfortable when that happens, and you have to take your shoes off, you do this, blah blah. Crowds, I can't deal with them because of my anxiety, because it makes me feel anxious and I get a panic attack when there's just too many people, so I can't deal with crowds. People jump into the wrong conclusions when they don't know the full story behind it. Being ill, it just makes me feel sick. Being asked to do shout outs because it's rude, you have to wait for it to happen, you have to be patient. When it does come, when someone does give you a shout out. And I cannot tolerate people who just think that they want a shout out like because they want more subscribers, or because they just joined YouTube and said, oh, can I have a shout out? Or like someone just messaged me out of the blue saying, can I have a shout out? I love your video, can I have a shout out? You don't say it like that. Racism is, I can't stand when people give snide remarks about someone's race, and it does affect, well, it doesn't really affect me, but like it really annoys me when someone make a snide comment about Polish people, or they're this or they're that. It's wrong to say like that, but I mean, I know that it's in your opinion, but when I see this or read it from Twitter or Facebook or something like that, then it just comes to disappointment when they do say slight remark about it, or about our accents, or just in general what they say, but about Polish people. But that leaves me really disappointed to read or see that. Being judged and criticised. Smudge nails. When you once you paint them, and then you have to do something, at a split second you have to do something, and then it comes off and you're like, oh, for God's sake. And then you have to like reapply again. Getting into arguments. Taking off the glitter off your nails when you use glitter nail varnish, because that just takes really long to get off your nails. About 20 minutes or something, it just takes really long by that. But when you like have just one colour or something, that just takes you like, what, literally a minute. But with glitter nails, it takes longer, and you're like, ugh. Being ill, because that just sucks. People who don't clean up their dog mess, and that really pisses me off because, well, you never know, when you're walking, you will tread on it, and then you have to clean it. That really pisses me off when that happens. That has happened to me a few times, that you just walk in, and even though you don't see it, but then in the end you find out you have stepped in dog mess, and it stinks, and it makes you go when you have to wash it off. So please, dog owners, clean up dog mess. It's disgusting. When battery dies when you're filming a YouTube video. When YouTube decides to buffer, or the video gets stuck when you're trying to watch a video. Smartphone battery life on phone. Ticking clocks when I'm trying to sleep. When an eyelash gets stuck into your eye. Hiccups. Time of the month, time of the month crowns, because every girl hates that. Talking about feelings, because it hurts inside here. People who go off topic on the videos they do for YouTube, like for example, people who go off topic on their YouTube videos, for example, oh, not much light in here, let me just put on the lamp on, and they go off and turn on the light. I bought this thing but I don't have it with me. I was going to get it, and they just go and fiddle and get it. Or they're on about something on their lips, of the lipstick, and they go right in front of the camera like, that sort of thing. That just really annoys me. And or you saying something that people don't really want to know, like certain things that you shouldn't say on a video, but people probably think that I don't want to know about that. Okay, so that's my honest opinion about that, about people going off topics. And when you do this, just edit your videos. It's so annoying when you talk about certain things for like 3 minutes and you're like, oh, for God's sake, she's gonna end. Sorry, that's my honest opinion on about that, about people go off topics and they don't get on to the topic of they're actually talking about in the video. Sorry if I've offended you, but that's the honest truth. Just edit them out. Awkward silence. Freckles, I cannot stand my freckles whatsoever. I don't know why, but I just hate it. And it's weird though, because none of my family have freckles apart from me and my uncle, which is kind of strange. Getting the blame for something that you didn't do. Can't stand people who want something from you but they don't return the favour back. Waking up early because I'm not an early riser person. People who think that drugs are awesome when clearly it's not. Who take the mick out of people's disability. It's rude, you should not do that, because if you was to have a disability and people done that, you will feel hurt, so you shouldn't do that. And I really do get hurt when people do make a slight remark about my disability. Like for example, if they call me a freak, or they call me a downy, or are you a retard, and other things like that, because that really hurts me inside when people do give that sort of comments about my disability or anything more about my own disability, about Down syndrome. So you shouldn't make slight remarks about people's disability, because it's something they are born with and they have to live with it. So you shouldn't like make slight remarks about their disabilities whatsoever, because it does hurt for them. And I know you're probably just giving your honest opinion about that, but you should keep your opinions to yourself than actually making slight remarks about people's disabilities. And the last one is sunburn, because that's the worst thing to have when it happens to you, because you're all red and you're in pain, and that's the horrible thing. So that's all the 50 things that I hate, and if you have this video, please leave it as a video response. And also, before I end this video, I want to give a shout out to my good friend Layla. My friend Layla has now got a new YouTube channel. She's new to YouTube, so she has uploaded a few videos up already. It's really good, so please share the love and go and check her channel out, because she is amazing. And I'm just doing this to help her to gain more subscribers, more viewers in her for her channel. So go and check her link out and subscribe to her. So yeah, that's all from me, and please follow me from all my links that I'm going to have below, and I'll see you in the next video I do. Bye everyone!